This is a piece of plumbing from a urinal. I bought it new. It's never been used. If you look in these curved chrome pieces, the world looks strange and twisted. And in a way, what I do has been to try to understand those distortions.
My name is Andy Hicks, and my affiliation is the Department of Mathematics at Drexel University.
The thing that really grabbed me when I first started learning math was this idea that you could have a formula for something and that you could make a graph of it. And you didn't know what it looked like beforehand. So you could write down some equation sort of randomly, and then there would be a shape corresponding to it. And I got obsessed for a period of time just writing down these things and sort of plotting points by hand. And I thought that was absolutely wonderful. And I had this incredible luck of getting a postdoc in computer vision and robotics. And that's when my work in optics began. And I feel I really settled into what I am sort of best at and what I love the most. I'm always looking at things. In fact, the plumbing provides great examples that are, things that I had tried to come up with on my own beforehand. And one of those is a non-reversing mirror. So this is a non-reversing mirror. And if you look at it the right way, you will be able to, for example, read words. The reason I mentioned the urinal example is there is a little tiny part of the standard, what's called the Sloan Royal urinal, which is sort of universal throughout the country. Almost every public place that has a urinal has it, where it actually does reverse a little bit. There's a little tiny copy of your face reversed in this one spot, but it's very elongated and distorted in one direction. So I should clarify that, the idea of non-reversing mirrors apparently goes back to the ancient Greeks. But one of the things that I do with this is I can control the distortion. So, so let me give you an example that's the most concrete, the most commercializable probably, which is the design of a driver's side mirror which has no blind spot. So I started working actually on the passenger side mirror around 2001 with a colleague, Ron Perline, and we actually came up with a great answer that was turned out to have this non-reversing property by accident. And that's when I first saw the non-reversing business come up. And we thought, well, it gives a great view, it gets rid of the blind spot, but when you look through this mirror, it's the same as if you stuck your head out the window and looked back, okay? So I talked to a couple people, like Department of Transportation, just informally, and they were like, this is kind of, a little too weird to actually think about using, because people are not used to looking out at a mirror and have it not reverse. So I worked on the passenger side mirror on and off for a number of years. I still work on it somewhat. But then at one point I realized that the driver's side mirror is a little bit different because of the angles. It's closer to you. And then I ran my code and I came out with a quite nice solution.